Hello everybody and welcome back to Danganronpa Antebellum Lockdown. Today we are finishing the trial. We have the second half to do still. We paused at a mini game close to the end of the second half instead of the actual end of the second half. Because I don't think I can save in at the actual half point. But let's get started. Cat's Conundrum. No, move, cat. What? Ugh. Where's the R? Oh, there it is.
I have my answer.
Haha, I did it, I'm God.
He must have been poisoned in the shower room.
What?
After the party, me, Dracul, and Mint took Zeke into the shower room to clean up after Ismene spilt wine over him. You remember, right, Zeke?
It's fuzzy, but yeah. He figured I was too buzzed to be able to wash myself. He was probably right. I did need help. So he came in the shower with me.
He came
Oh
in
my
the
God,
shower
Maiko.
with you?
Maiko.
What about it?
Sorry, don't mind me. Bad time.
He took off his clothes when he did, including that mask.
Shit. You're right. Wait. Hold on. If that was the only opportunity...
You're right. Unless someone broke into Mint's cell after the fact, it can only be one of us three. And given how you were so buzzed Mint had helped you in the first place, I doubt you could have done it.
Which narrows it down to 2.
Wait. No. That can't be. There must be a mistake here.
I know for a fact that I was not the one who did this, but I didn't want to face who I knew it was. Still, we couldn't let everyone here get hurt. I was still in disbelief. Perhaps that's why I was delaying it. I didn't want my suspicions confirmed. I didn't want to know. But I knew there was only one person who could have done this. And that was... Dracul.
I've got it!
I didn't even need to say anything. When he saw my eyes land on him, he knew exactly what I was thinking. I searched for suspicion in his eyes, praying that the knowing glance back was him coming to some stunned realization that only I could have done this. That there would be some twist after we were pit against each other. That there was some sort of third party. But these eyes were unreadable.
Hey, come on, don't look at me like that. It's really freaking me out. It gets all awkward when it gets all quiet like this.
Dracul, you and I were both in that shower room too.
What about it?
Mint's killer. It's either you or me.
That's quite the problem, huh?
Dracul.
Hey, don't look at me like that. I don't have anything to do with this shin. I wouldn't ever want to hurt anyone, let alone kill them. Come on, you've got to believe me here. This wasn't me at all.
DNI. Oh, I can save? Okay. The video lied to me.
Geez, things are really heating up now. It reminds me of the good old days, just with a lot less RPG Maker jank.
It's only 5 minutes in. Rude.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Aren't trials exciting? I'm glad we ditched the class part. Too much of a mouthful. It wouldn't really make sense either, considering they're all adults. Having minors in games like this gets problematic quickly.
I think it's already problematic, Mananeko.
It's a killing game. I think it's already pretty problematic.
Well, all things considered, we're a pretty politically correct killing game.
If all the prisoners are diverse, and we're making them kill each other, doesn't it sort of circle around to being... Never mind, I'm just surprised one of them actually took the bait and killed someone.
You were threatening somebody that... Okay.
Really now? I thought you believed Ultimates were all terrible people.
They are. I don't know. It's different hearing stories about it and seeing it in person. I hadn't seen a dead body before we got the crypto asshole to haul 11's body out of the canteen. I figured they were bad.
Crypto?
I didn't know they'd actually kill someone.
Is that the janitor?
Well, keep up motives like you have, and I'm sure they'll keep fighting. Endless bloodshed waits for us. Oh, just think how many viewers it'll bring in.
I don't care about our ratings or how many people watch it. It's not about that. It's about spreading our message.
It's not about the money, Batman. It's about sending a message.
Don't you want as many ears as possible to hear your message? Isn't that how social change happens? As long as we keep bringing in more viewers, then we'll be helping the cause.
I guess so.
The best way to do that is through violence. Everyone wants to see a sick fuck get killed, don't they?
Oh, absolutely. I just don't want to cheapen our message for the sake of bringing in more viewers.
Oh, don't you worry about silly things like that. That'll never happen, Millie.
Oh, I see Sora from Asteria 2 in the background.
Don't call me that.
Yes, it looks like Sora. No, that's not Sora. It just looks like Sora. Is that Yui? Is that supposed to be Yui?
We are entirely committed to spreading the anti-ultimate message and exposing how terrible these people are. We'd never sell out. No.
Never sell out.
Anyway, don't you think it should be time for an ad break? We haven't had one in a bit.
What did we just talk about?
Come on. We gotta keep the lights on in the prison somehow.
Jesus Christ.
These two are going to be opposing each other eventually.
It's either you or me, and I know for sure that...
Hey, come on, man. Aren't we narrowing down things a little quickly here? This feels like a big leap to make. I don't want to have to accuse you to defend myself. I can't throw a friend under the bus like that. But I'm serious. I didn't do this. You've got to believe me here. Are we sure there's not some other possibility we haven't considered?
Hey, it's going to be okay. We just want to get to the bottom of things here, alright?
Right. I mean, this feels a little improbable, no? Surely it's more likely someone snuck into Mincel after the party.
Sure, they could've, but that would've been real risky. What if he woke up?
As far as I'm concerned, there's only 2 bastards who could have done this. And right in front of me, too. It's always the people who act so above everyone, huh? You always think you've got the right to trample over people you see as smaller than you, don't you?
I promise you, I didn't do this. I'm having trouble processing.
Hi, Shinku.
Promises ain't nothing to me. They're all empty as hell. Another word for lies as far as I'm concerned. Actions speak far louder.
Until the 2 of you can provide a reason why you couldn't have done it, you are prime suspects.
Okay, I'd like to point out that Shinku was the one who, that came up with the idea. I don't think he would have done that if he was trying to, you know...
You're really putting me on the spot here.
Get away with
This
it.
is a whole lot of pressure.
Yeah, guys, shouldn't we take a time out or something? This is a lot.
We don't have time for that.
Just because we're under a time limit doesn't mean we should let our judgment get all messed up. I know you guys are scared. Trust me, I'm terrified. but jumping onto the first suspect that seems probable just because we're scared of running out of time is just going to get everyone killed.
This doesn't sound like much of a defense. Sounds like you're just stalling. Or covering for the other kid.
You just accused him and me of murder. Of course Shin is gonna freeze up. You would as well.
I don't know. If I was you, I'd be scrambling to try and come up with something that disproves you could have been the killer. But that's just my talkative.
I mean, Shinku doesn't really like any kind of confrontation.
Well, damn. I'm not good with being put on the spot. It's easy when it's stupid player decisions I didn't expect, but this feels a lot more serious. I promise you guys, I didn't do this. I'm just hardcore blanking right now.
The rat poison.
Huh? What about it?
When
I
would you
eated
have
it,
gotten the
all of
chance
it.
to get
I mean, it was free for the taking in the canteen all week, wasn't it?
Yes, but Dracul has, well, for lack of a better phrase, major attachment issues. He constantly seeks either me or Shinku out for mealtimes. He hates eating alone. If I had to psychoanalyze him, I suppose it's just an effect of being raised with so many siblings. He's used to eating with others. He likely feels anxious when he's alone.
I can back this up too! He'd come to my cell constantly to watch episodes of Melody Pretty and just hang out!
He often came to me for advice and to cook together. He seemed to take any opportunity he could to hang out. I think Dracul appreciates having some sort of sister figure to substitute for his actual sisters.
Shinku's the sister, haha.
What? You guys too? He would constantly come to me to work out and train. Said if Mint and Zeke weren't gonna let me train with them, then we could make a cooler training group on our own.
He never asked to hang out with me.
Well, because you're a bum.
Nothing personal, man. I just didn't want to make his meanie mad.
Point is, Dracul was almost never alone. When on earth would he have gotten the opportunity to get the rat poison without someone else noticing?
So, we're saying Shinku is the more likely option here.
It does seem to line up that way, doesn't it?
He was probably planning on hiding behind his boyfriend. Backstabbing coward.
No. Hold on.
Yeah, he brought it up in the first place. Why would he put himself in danger?
I would never hurt Mint, let alone kill him. Are you insane? He was my friend.
Well, Sam, you're willing to throw your other friend under the bus. Wouldn't surprise me if you'd be willing to go further than that to get out.
Why on earth would I do that? Ichi had already been picked.
Revenge, maybe? Sorry, it's not a very nice thought, but it's not out of the question for you to resent all of us after what happened to your hostage.
But then, why wouldn't he have gone for me or Fu? We were the ones that got his hostage pushed after he exposed he'd been eavesdropping.
Well, succeeding with murder means getting us all killed.
If he was angry enough at all of us...
Come on, guys. He's not that heartless. Shin wouldn't do that. I know that for sure.
But if you're ruled out due to not having an opportunity to get the rat poison, then who else could it be?
I don't think we can rule out Dracul.
What?
There was an opportunity for him to get the rat poison. An opportunity where he was alone.
Hey, come on, Shin. I know it's scary getting accused, but come on, man. Let's not turn on each other. That's exactly what this game wants us to do. I want to clear your name, just as much as you do. You don't need to drag me down to do it. We can prove our innocence together.
It's a cute sprite.
I'm sorry. I'd feel wrong if I didn't bring this up. It's nothing personal, but Dracul could have gotten the rat poison when he...
Search for a strange man.
I've got it! Drac, that night when you went to go search for that strange man that knocked me out, you were alone, right?
Yeah, I guess I was. I didn't want to bother anyone with having to stay up with me the whole night, so I searched by myself. But I got Iz to join me for a few hours.
But not for the whole night, right?
No, just for a few hours.
By that point, Dr. Eleni has already put the rat poison in the canteen. In those few hours, Dracul could have taken it and pocketed it for later use, right?
Wouldn't that mean he's been planning this for a while now?
Wait, hold the phone. Strange man? This is the first I'm hearing about this. Who's been keeping me out of the loop?
I was about to say, what exactly are you referring to here, Kintsugi?
The other day, I was walking back from Mint's cell in the middle of the night, and I encountered this strange man, ginger hair, and he spewed some nonsense and then knocked me out.
There's so many ginger people in this game.
And you didn't think to tell us this earlier, kid?
Well, everyone seems so preoccupied with the votes, I didn't think we needed another thing to worry about.
Dude, this is huge. That guy could have some sort of connection to the people running this. If we were able to capture him, he could have questioned him or at least had some leverage over the higher-ups here.
Wait, sorry, I spaced out. Who the hell are we talking about?
Some strange mystery fellow with ginger hair.
Oh, goddammit.
Is this someone we are meant to know about?
We told him not to speak to any of you. Of course his dumbass stepped out of line.
Who is he exactly?
Oh, he's just the janitor. Don't mind him. If you kidnap him or whatever, you'll be wasting your time. He knows nothing about what's going on here. Not to mention, he's just really fucking annoying. So if you decide to talk to him, it's your loss, really.
Is that really any way to talk about one of your employees?
He's an ultimate, just like you lot. Was meant to be in the game, but found out something he shouldn't. We couldn't exactly set him free, but he wasn't exactly participant material anymore. So, we decided to make him work for us as the janitor. Reduce, reuse, recycle, no?
That's crazy to say about a living, breathing human being.
Kinda glad, to be honest. Since he figured it out, we had to get a replacement prisoner, which just so happened to be Miss Santil over there. And Asuka has been doing us numbers, let me tell you that. Fan favorite in the making.
What? So, you're telling me I shouldn't even really be here?
You're still a criminal, don't get me wrong. It's just not exactly the sort of crime we were originally planning on exposing.
She did something really fucking stupid, like one of those laws, those really, really specific laws from hundreds of years ago.
What? This seems really unfair.
I think feeding ice cream to a horse or some shit. I don't know, I could be misremembering. or fucking not being able to own more than 6 dildos in Texas.
That's not fair at all. If I was you, I'd put the Sue in Asuga, and I'd have a proper word with the people running this.
I think if you're taking someone who organized a killing game to court, then that's the least of the things they're gonna get charged with.
Probably.
I don't mean to interrupt, but we can discuss the implications of that later. Right now, we need to focus on the murder at hand.
So, the purple kid could have gotten the rat poison. That puts him back on the suspect list, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't narrow it down to just him. Sam had an equal opportunity to grab the rat poison and slip it into the mask when Mint was in the shower with me.
Yeah, but if he slipped the poison in, I would have seen it, wouldn't I? Me and Shin were talking the whole time. If either of us had slipped something in Mint's mask, the other would have noticed.
That does make sense.
I stepped out for a minute
both
to
of
get
you, wouldn't it?
clothes from Lyra.
But that would send us right back to square zero. Isn't this frustrating?
It's relieving. I doubted either one of them would have killed someone. I'm glad to have confirmation.
See? I told you it was a third party! Nothing to do with me or Shin. Phew. You guys had me all anxious there for a moment.
Me too. Sorry for not helping much. I panicked and jumped the gun again.
I understand. I think anyone would have, but... You can rely on me, Shin. Don't you worry. I know you're scared, but I'll make sure we don't turn our backs on one another. That's just asking for trouble.
Yeah, sorry for turning on you. I think I just freaked out.
But if it wasn't in the shower room, when could it have possibly been done?
Maybe we're just missing something.
Oh, God. It feels like we'll never get anywhere. Why couldn't Mint can't he have written the killer's name next to him when he died? So inconsiderate.
He wasn't bleeding.
You can't be serious.
Let's just try to review this from step one.
You also didn't know the
Figure out who
murderer.
it was eventually if we work together. I'm sure.
They couldn't have. I can't help but feel like we're moving on from the shower room a bit too quickly. As much as I want to believe Dracul didn't do anything, like, life can't be that comfortable. Would you like to review all your bullets before you start? Oh. White powder. Rat poison. Zeke's account. This is gonna take 5 hours again. Let's see. Dracul's account. 4. Is it gonna be 5? Are you gonna get 5 bullets? White powder. Okay. Didn't we start with white powder? I feel like we started with white powder. Non-stop debate. Start. Yeah, it's gonna take another 5 hours.
We know for sure it couldn't have been done at the party.
Hold on. Won't let me... There.
But I don't know what other opportunities people would have gotten.
Yeah, I just can't get through this, like, through watching the whole thing. Like,
Guess they could have done it after he was
It'll
already
take
back
too
in his
long.
cell. But the kid probably would have woken up.
come on, man. Come on, please.
Either way, I know me and Shin are in the clear here. We couldn't have slipped in the poison without the other noticing. After all, we were watching each other the whole time.
Mm-mm. No, we weren't, man. No, we weren't. Please let me... Come on. Please.
No, that's wrong.
Mm. Okay. It only took 5 million years to get through that. Come on. Please. 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 Come on, please. Please. Hurry up. Please. Please. Okay.
What do you mean? You're making no sense to me today, Shin. We were talking to each other and everything. It clears both you and me. If you're arguing it could have been done without one of us spotting it, you're just incriminating yourself too. And I don't want people to jump on you, Shin. I know you didn't do this.
You know I didn't do this because you did it.
But there was a point where I took my eyes off you. An opportunity for you to have done it. When Zeke had wine portal over him, we got Lyra to bring him a change of clothes. And she didn't step into the shower room, did she?
Yeah, no, I don't even want to know what was happening between four men in the shower.
My god.
I stayed in the hallway. Shinku came out of the shower room to collect the clothes.
Well, surely that was too brief of a time frame for Dracul to slip the poison in.
I don't know. We talked for a bit about things. He definitely would have had the opportunity.
And Dracul was by their clothes the whole time. When Zeke and Net took them off, he picked them off the floor and folded them up. He could have done it fairly quickly.
Shin? You don't seriously think I did this, right? Hey, Shin, come on. You know I wouldn't do something like this. I can barely plan what I'm gonna have for lunch. How would I have planned all this out? I didn't know Iz was gonna spill wine on Zeke. I didn't know we'd end up in the showers. The odds don't line up at all. I couldn't have planned that Lyra would show up and you'd step into the hallway. I'm not that smart.
Are you sure about that?
What a twist! The prison Simbo turns out to secretly be some sort of master manipulator, able to predict everyone's movements like character pieces on a board.
I really don't think that's it.
Uchiyama's right. This doesn't feel like a coordinated case.
He probably just saw an opportunity and took it, not thinking entirely straight. Probably picked up the rat poison that night as a last resort, and saw the perfect opportunity lined up in front of him, and took it. If Zeke hadn't gotten so buzzed, then he likely wouldn't have gotten into that fight with Miss Prissy. Wouldn't have gotten soaked, wouldn't have gotten to the showers with a dead kid, and he wouldn't have gotten poisoned.
What? No. No, this ain't my fault. Don't push it onto me. No way in hell would I have gotten him killed. This is the killer's fault. I had no way of knowing things would line up like this. I didn't... God damn it, I didn't mean to get him.
Why are you, of all people, trying to push this onto someone else? You're one to talk about getting people killed. Look what you did to me!
Just saying. If he can hold his liquor better, this never would have happened.
Okay, if the killer didn't try to kill somebody, this wouldn't have happened.
Well, if Isabel hadn't thrown the wine over me, we wouldn't have had to go to the showers. She's the one who provoked me in the first place. It's her fault.
Well, if Lyra hadn't gotten you so intoxicated in the first place, then our little altercation likely wouldn't have happened in the first place.
So it's her fault?
But it isn't my fault you were given those beans. But it
The
isn't.
person who
Hold on,
actively
hold on.
decided to take another life? Needlessly arguing with each other is just wasting our time.
But it isn't my fault I was given those beans. You persuaded me to trade away my cow for beans. Without those beans, there'd have been no stock to get up to the giants in the first place. Wait a minute, magic beans for a cow sold? Oh, but you had to tell the seller which you told. If there was this beans where they oversold and tell us who betrayed you to steal that cold, it's your fault. This is what they fucking sound like right now.
All that
Into the
matters
woods.
here is this was a compulsive murder. Draco likely just saw an opportunity and took it.
Drac? Give me a moment here.
No.
You guys don't really think I did this, right?
Well, considering all the evidence.
What the hell do you think, sweetheart?
Hey, hold on now. Once again, this lines up way too well, doesn't it? It's way too improbable all these things just so happen to line up. I couldn't have predicted any of this.
Exactly. Which would explain how simplistic the murder really was when you boil it down. This case has only really been complicated by the other plans that were conducted parallel to Mint's murder.
It's improbable, but not impossible.
Look, I know it looks bad right now, but just give me a second to think. I swear, I wouldn't do this. I'm just really struggling under pressure here. I want to say something. I want to defend myself. Come on, you guys believe me, right? Please, don't give up on me. Shin, come on. I saved you earlier. Can't you return the favor? Back me up here?
I'm sorry, Dracul.
What? But... You guys, come on. You can't seriously think I would...
I don't. I really don't think you would have done this. Which is why I'm speechless. I can't think of anything, Dracul. Everything is pointing to you doing it. I can't think of any alternative. Trust me, I wish there was something. I wish there was some miracle evidence that pointed the case in any other direction. Like that smile when you folded up Mint's clothes. When we talked about the future. About you enjoying chores like that. Did you know what you were planning to do then?
Don't.
No, please don't answer that. I shouldn't have asked that. You bringing up how we had our eyes on each other. You defending me. It helped me remember that I had stepped out. It helped me realize that only you... I don't want this to be the case, but there's no one else it could possibly be.
I've heard enough.
Hi.
Is Mimi?
Excuse me?
Is?
Shinku, I have no idea why you're pushing this so hard.
Is Mimi. I don't like it either, but it lines up too well. All of the evidence points towards him.
Even if this seems like the most likely solution right now, it's just too many things lining up too perfectly to possibly make sense. There must be a different explanation. Dracul would not have done this. I am certain of it. I don't particularly enjoy arguing with friends, but if it's what I have to do to save all of our lives, then I will.
Would you like to save? I would love to save. Seems if Dracul's not going to defend himself. It seems if Dracul's not going to defend himself, then Ismini will in his deed. Sorry. And so, a rebuttal showdown is about to start. In this minigame, you'll dismantle Ismini's arguments by memorizing the color of her statements and repeating them back in the correct order, effectively playing Simon Says. Eventually, there will be a break in her arguments that you can use as your advantage and advance the discussion. At that point, you can progress and start to make your own arguments to dismantle hers. Hold on. Once she's been worn down enough, she'll try to make a final argument. This one will have to dismantle using one of your truth bullets. If you pick the correct truth bullet, you win. Good luck! Would you like to review? No. Rebuttal showdown, start!
I don't know why you're ruling out the possibility of someone sneaking into Mint's cell after the party. Ezekiel's account shows Mint was alone in his cell at night. It's not like he can lock his cell. None of us can. It would have been safer for the killer to do it done anyway. Everyone else was asleep. I just can't understand why you're turning under cool so quickly.
Dissect their argument. Red, blue, green, yellow, red.
It's unlikely, as we discussed earlier. If someone broke into Mint's cell, it's likely he would have woken up. Mint was the skittish type. And for that to work, he'd have to have been wearing the mask to sleep.
Why is this so much faster than the non-stop
If it was
debates?
to ease anxiety, he likely then wear the mask to sleep, especially after being surrounded by drunk people the whole night. If Mint was using herbs to quell his anxiety, he'd likely use them for other things too. It's not a stretch he used them to help him sleep. He'd helped make others remedies to help them sleep in the past. A remedy-induced sleep could have been far deeper than regular sleep, allowing the killer to not easily wake him. It seems a lot less risky than trying to tamper with the mask in the showers. Easier to plan as well. Shinku, please. It can't be Dracul. Please, we both know it just can't be Dracul.
Dissect their argument. Blue, green, yellow, red, blue, yellow, red.
Don't you realize the killer could have easily snuck into Mint's cell, and no one would have noticed?
The breakfast. Would I use Dracula's account then? Because none of these other things make sense.
I'll rewrite those words.
Yeah, this goes by a lot faster than the non-stop debates. Why?
How on earth would anyone have noticed when half of us were asleep and the other half were in the infirmary? If anything, Dracul's account reaffirms his innocence. If he wasn't in his cell, how on earth would he have heard Fu going to Alora's cell?
I'm not denying he was in his cell. But him overhearing Alora and Fu's discussion from his cell proves exactly why someone couldn't have broken to Mint's cell. If the cell walls are that thin that he could overhear that, then Maiko would have clearly heard if there was someone attempting to break into Mint's cell.
And I didn't hear anything.
Is Meanie.
You're right. Oh God, you're right.
So, if the cell break theory is a bust, then it's pretty clear who our culprit is.
Still, I'd like to give him a chance to voice his side of things before we vote. Even if he is the killer, we should give him a chance to explain himself.
Why the hell should we hear him out if he's the one who killed Mint? He took another life. He doesn't deserve our time.
But he could be really sorry.
Sorry isn't going to bring Mint back.
In the end, he killed because he wanted to. That's enough for me. I don't need to hear anyone out. It's not my business.
We don't know for sure. Listen, Dracul, you must have some sort of explanation. Something that proves you didn't.
Dracul, please.
Say something, please!
I don't know what to say. I'm scared.
Is that seriously all you have to say? Christ, say anything. Even if it's lying to save your skin, at least try to fight for your life a little bit.
Even if I was able to pull out some evidence to defend myself, to convince you otherwise, you've all already made up your minds, haven't you?
No, come on. We don't want it to be you. If you could just give us some explanation, maybe we could make sure we don't all die here.
I don't have anything. I'm sorry, Shin.
Fine. If you won't vouch for yourself, then I'll just have to do it for you. Stupid men. I hate them so much. Never stepping up. Christ, guys like you drive me insane. Make me feel like I have to do everything around here.
Preaching to the choir there is.
Someone still could have broken into Mint's cell. There's one person who could have gone in without having anyone hear them. Someone who had a hostage they wanted to protect. You know who, right, Shinku?
Someone who could have gone into Mint's cell without anyone hearing them. Right. That would be...
I think Maiko?
I've got it! Maiko, your cell is right next to Mint's cell. Asuka obviously wasn't in her cell due to being in the infirmary. You likely would have known they were somewhere else, given they didn't return to the canteen after cleaning up after the party. If you'd snuck into Mint's cell at night, no one could have heard you.
Huh? No, you've got it all wrong! I didn't know Asuka was in the infirmary! I thought she'd just gone back to her room!
Or is that something you just said to provide yourself with an alibi later down the line?
No, I'm being serious, guys! I didn't do anything! I really, truly pinky promised that I didn't know!
How would she know that she was Asuga wasn't in her room though?
Maiko seems like a bigger possibility than a lot of people. She did stay in the canteen after the party, right after everyone left. She could have easily taken the rat poison then.
Why on earth would I do that?
You did seem pretty downtrodden after the party. I was going to check up on you, but I prioritized Ismini because she seemed a bit too drunk for her own good.
Wow, is one bad party really enough cause to kill someone?
I mean, I think it was a buildup of stuff. She seemed really against her hostage being chosen, even to the point that Taki had to volunteer hers instead.
Hey! Anyone would defend their hostage! They're all people we care about a lot!
Not to mention those slippers she always wears. If anyone was able to sneak around without being heard, it would be her. Those things barely make a sound against the ground.
I'm uncertain. I follow the logic here, but there's no evidence to fully verify Yuzuki was involved.
But is there anything that can disprove her involvement?
I suppose you're correct.
Still, there's no way to disprove either plan. It's equally likely that Dracul slipped it in the mask in the showers as Maiko sneaking into Mint's cell and slipping it in then.
But how are we ever meant to figure out which one of them is what happened?
I say we flip a coin. Seems like a fair solution to me.
No.
Seems to me like that would be how we get ourselves all killed.
If you want my bet, I'd say Pinky is the better option here.
What?
The other kid being the killer relies on the assumption that he planned it at least a day in advance. Got the rat poison that day, and then just so happened to run into the perfect opportunity the next day. It seems unlikely such an opportunity would present itself right after he just so happened to grab the rat poison, no?
Unlikely, but sure as hell not impossible.
Still, it seems more probable Pinky felt bitter after her party, picked up the poison when she was cleaning, and poisoned the other kid while he was sleeping.
Huh. Guess it explains why Mint was the victim, too. He was chosen since he was next to Maiko.
Exactly. She couldn't lie that she heard nothing at night to cover her tracks.
Still, I don't know. She gets all skittish about the smallest things. I don't know if she'd have it in her.
Guys, I didn't!
Such a simple plan would make sense for Pinky too. Not saying either of them are particularly smart, but you know.
No,
It does strangely line up. I just don't know why we wouldn't have thought about it by now.
Probably way too confused by the 3 simultaneous murder plots to assume it would be that simple.
It does seem a little too simple to be true.
Yeah, it does.
Maiko, do you have anything that could disprove it was you?
I'm really bad at situations like this. I told you that I just vote if you accused me, and now you're doing just that.
Hey, we're not trying to dogpile you. We're just trying to figure this out. I hope you didn't kill Mint, but see things from our perspective here. You can't deny it. It looks pretty bad for you.
It does, but she's not the killer.
I know it does, but what am I meant to say? You all decided you hate me. You've already decided I'm the killer. If I try to argue, you're just going to yell at me.
I can't tell if this is a confession or not.
Well, if you're trying to get away with it, I doubt you'd confess. You'd keep struggling and denying it until the final moment.
I'd feel more at ease if we had a formal confession. It's still equally likely to be Dracul.
But I doubt we'll be getting anything like that, quite frankly.
I can't believe that Ismini is taller than Fu.
Besides, we don't have much time left. I say we end this here and save her the humiliation.
Huh? Wait! No! Hey,
If you want to save your life, you gotta give us more than that.
But it don't seem like anyone's vouching for or defending her. I'm not saying it can't still be Dracul. You're looking over things. Huh. I hate to agree with the ultimate classist over there, but...
I like how he calls her that.
No.
Huh?
Maiko couldn't have done this. She isn't the killer. Lay off her. There's no way she could have been the killer. I know that for sure.
And how exactly do you know that, Tremblay?
She just isn't.
Also, I can't believe that Dracul is taller than Alora either.
Come on. Don't rush to vote for her. She's not the killer. If you vote for her, then everyone's going to get killed. None of us want that. No one life is worth all that.
Dracul?
How are you so certain all of a sudden?
I don't know.
Dracul? Are you saying...
I don't want Maiko to get hurt. That wouldn't be fair on her. That wouldn't be fair on any of you. This isn't worth it. I couldn't live with myself if...
I'm glad you're defending me, but... Dracul, does this mean...
You bastard. Do you really have nothing to say? Are you that much of a coward?
Well, if he's not saying my Maiko can't be the killer, that is so sure. We can only know one thing, can't it?
Why'd you get so quiet? Why is that line so quiet?
We found our killer, haven't we?
Well, once again I prefer a proper confession. But his silence does speak volumes.
He took Mid's life, and he doesn't even have the guts to admit it. He's really pissing me off.
Oh, please, say something. Anything.
I just can't believe it.
We've known it for a while, though, haven't we? I think some of you just didn't want to believe it. But ever since we narrowed it down to the shower room, it's been obvious.
Well, nothing to be done about it if the kid isn't gonna fess up. We might as well vote now.
I suppose so.
Yes, we can't let the time limit expire. I don't want to find out what happens if we do.
Well, if Tremblay isn't going to provide a confession or defense, we should proceed to the vote.
Hang on! Wait! No, come on guys, don't vote me like this! I just got overwhelmed for a second there, but I swear this wasn't me! I would never hurt someone! Come on, Shin, you guys believe me, right?
Dracul, it all points to you. I don't know what to tell you.
I can't die like this, Shin. Please, just hear me out, okay? I didn't do this. I'll prove it to you. It can't end like this.
Would you like to say it? Yes, I would love to say it. Thank you. The argument armament is about to start. I don't like how they did the interruption thing for the argument armament. But okay. This minigame represents a final gambit to be proved innocent. Yeah. It's your job to dismantle the prisoner's last remaining argument. Each argument will take a different form depending on the prisoner participating in it. In this case, Dracul's argument armament will take the form of an RPG battle. You have to wear down his arguments and bring his health to 0. Once you've defeated him, he'll be presented with his final argument and have to construct a sentence to dismantle it. Good luck! Okay. Persona! Dracul emerged. attack.
Shin, come on. I wouldn't betray everyone like that.
What's the magic? No. Magic. Deep breaths. Deconstruct. No, that's wrong. It's deconstruct, dude.
I'd never hurt Min like that. I'd never hurt anyone.
There.
I don't want to die.
How much did just attacking do?
I'd never hurt Min like that. I'd never hurt anyone.
Yeah, that does more damage.
I don't want to die. I don't.
It's the same line.
That time we spent together? You know I wouldn't do this. Can't you see this game is trying to turn us against each other? That time we spent together. I couldn't ever let my sisters down like this. They'd never forgive me.
Magic. What's dissociate do?
I don't want to let anyone down.
Good. I'm going to do know that's wrong first.
I don't want to let anyone down.
Item. Do you have any items? No.
We were meant to meet up with each other when we all
I was
got out
silenced?
of here. Don't you still want to do that? What would my mom think if I killed someone?
Oh, I did it. Let's go. I want to know what the dissociate thing did, but... Shinku was victorious!
Come on, please. You know this can't be me. I mean, what reason would I even have to do this?
You're gonna... want to protect family.
I'll rewrite those words.
No. Break.
You were scared of your mother getting chosen, weren't you? That would have impacted your whole family, not just her. That's why you took the rat poison. Just in case. And I'm sure when you found yourself alone with Mint's clothing the next day, with a little help from the alcohol, I'm sure it seemed like a good idea at the time. You probably thought you wouldn't get an opportunity like that again.
You really are something amazing, Shin. I always wanted to meet you. You don't have any idea how much your books meant to me and my sisters. I always thought if I did, I'd find someone just like me. But you're better than me. What you make aren't just stories. You can actually bring that talent to life, dissect crimes, and find the culprit. I'm just a big coward hiding behind fantasy. Hiding behind my daydreams of being a hero. But I can't protect anyone, really. I take the easy way out at the first sign of conflict. I'm sorry. I didn't know that getting out meant everyone else dying. When when I learned that, I knew it was over. I could hardly live with what I'd already done. How on earth was I meant to live with everyone's deaths on my back?
You really?
Well, guess we found our culprit.
Draco. He was the one who...
Maybe I've been dozing off, or maybe it's the lack of sleep, but I'm not sure I entirely follow. Do we think we could take this from the top? Explain exactly how Minty died?
Yeah, it still seems strange. Drac is just so nice. How could he... If it was explained clearly, I think I'd feel a lot more confident voting for him.
Alright. If we must, then I'll explain exactly how this happened.
Yes, let's save. Again. Our closing argument is about to start. Last minigame, I promise. In this minigame, you'll have to put panels in the correct order of events, piecing together the full picture of how the murder happened chronologically. Fairly self-explanatory. I hope you're able to get it. Good luck! Closing argument, start. This. Okay. That doesn't make any sense at all. Oh, yeah. Oh. God damn it. Advance.
Let me unravel this case for you.
Okay. Act 1.
It all started with Mononeko introducing the hostage motive, with all of us having to vote a hostage once per day to experience some sort of punishment. Nearly everyone was shaken by this motive, particularly the killer, who held their hostage extremely dear. As the days went on, their anxiety about keeping their hostage safe grew larger, which slowly pushed them to consider killing one of their fellow prisoners. A few days later, the killer was patrolling at night, searching for the mysterious stranger I'd encountered the night before. During these patrols alone, the killer picked up and pocketed some of the rat poison from the canteen. They picked up the poison as a last resort, just in case they need to take action to protect their hostage later. Action they'd inevitably take the next day right after the party. But importantly, before the party, Ezekiel and Lyra had various pre-drinks and crushed up pills. These put Ezekiel into a state of inebriation. He was more aggressive and disruptive when he eventually joined back to the party. This state of intoxication led him into getting into a fight with his Mini. A fight that ended with Ezekiel being drenched in wine. This caught everyone's attention, so much so that no one noticed Taka had left the party earlier, aside from Fu, but we'll return to that later.
Act 2.
Me,
Gay
Mint,
people.
and the killer agreed to take Ezekiel to the shower room to get him cleaned up. Mint helped Ezekiel get undressed and removed his own clothes so as to not get them wet in the shower, entering the shower to help him bathe. Me and the killer stayed outside the main shower area at Ezekiel's request. It was at this point I stepped outside the shower room to receive a spare change of clothes for Ezekiel from Lyra. While I was outside having a brief conversation with her, the killer took their opportunity to slip the rat poison they received into Mint's mask. The lavender and various other herbs stuck into the mask helped to mask any indication they'd been added, and meant Mint would be none the wiser when he put the mask on once again. At Ezekiel and Mint's request, me and the killer left the shower room, running into Michael on the way back. The three of us shared a brief conversation and went back to our cells for the night. Mint and Ezekiel returned to their cells shortly after us, Mint going into his own cell after helping Ezekiel to bed. Likely due to the anxiety of having to deal with drunk people all night, Mint kept his mask on in bed to help him calm himself down, which just meant all night he was breathing in the toxic fumes, slowly shutting down. Meanwhile, Fu had tracked down Taka after he left the party earlier. Driven by a drunken desire to keep his daughter safe, he attacked the boy, hoping to kill him.
Act 3!
However, before he could, Asuka jumped in the way and took the stabbing herself. Asuka had been helping clean up after the party, and was walking to put certain supplies away when she saw what was transpiring. Despite their recent conflict with Taka, they couldn't see him get hurt. Horrified at this, Fu helped Taka bring Asuka to the infirmary. Clearly not wanting anyone who reminded him of his daughter to get hurt, he abandoned his plan to kill and instead sought help. He left Taka in the infirmary with Asuka, and he refused to leave her side all night, terrified of them dying. Fu went to Dr. Elenius' cell to request her help. Dr. Elenius quickly rushed into the infirmary to provide Asuka with medical assistance, later making up a lie to conceal Fu's identity. She did so as to not distract from Mint's killer, and to make sure the trial stayed on track. The killer, who could not sleep due to anxiety over what he'd done, overheard this conversation, and later informed me of it during the investigation. The next morning, everyone except Dr. Elenius, Asuka, and Taka gathered in the canteen as usual. Typically, we'd eat breakfast, but we held off due to their absence, a decision that proved life-saving as the breakfast had been laced with cyanide, as someone attempted to cause a suicide.
I still wonder who did that.
But before we could go search for the three absent prisoners, the poison Mint had been breathing in all night finally made his lungs fully shut down.
I feel like that the person who tried to kill everybody is going to be revealed in the final trial. Probably.
And he collapsed in front of everyone, including the killer, causing widespread shock and confusion. And the killer who caused Mint's deterioration and ultimately took his life can only be one person. That being you, Dracul Tremblay, the ultimate dungeon master.
Poor guy.
It really is you, isn't it? You really did. Oh my god. I'm such an idiot.
Well, I suppose this goes to show anyone can kill, given the right circumstances.
I didn't want to believe it, but it's what happened, isn't it?
I just wanted to protect my mom. I just wanted to make sure my sisters would be okay. I just didn't want to be a coward again. I couldn't let them get hurt because of me again. I never wanted things to end up like this. I thought the rat poison would work quicker. I thought he'd die in his sleep. I thought it would be peaceful. I thought he wouldn't even realize what was happening. I couldn't sleep all of last night. I was so scared. I was just kept awake, horrified that I'd actually done it. When I saw him this morning, I felt relieved. I thought maybe I'd messed up, that the poison didn't work. That relief made me realize how much I regret it, but then he fell still, and Oh, God. Dracul.
Are you serious? Are you seriously giving him pity after what he did? Him regretting it means nothing. In the end, he still did this. A few tears isn't going to erase that. He's got no right to cry. None at all. God damn it! God damn it! God fucking damn it! Why? Why Mint?
Poor guy.
Why the hell didn't you try and poison me? You don't even like me! Not one bit! Why? Why him?
He probably doesn't have an answer. The bottom line was, it was just convenient, wasn't it?
It just happened Mint's mask made it easy to poison him. It's awful to think that something he made to bring him comfort would cause his death.
But in the end, it wasn't anything personal, was it? Minty just happened to get unlucky.
No.
What? There was a reason?
It's awful. I mean, I didn't specifically target him, but... When he left his mask there, I thought about what he did to his dad. Poisoning him like that, leaving him to suffer. How could anyone do that to their family? It sickened me. I know I didn't know the full story, but even doing that to someone you hate, that's a different kind of malice. And everyone just seemed to be okay with it. I thought I was crazy. It just didn't make sense to me. Then he started offering his mom up to be tortured, and I just... When his mask was left unattended, I thought I could save her as well, if he wasn't going to do it.
Drac.
What the hell made you think you had the rat?
I know I didn't. I knew I had to do something. I couldn't let my family get hurt. Not again.
I don't care. I don't want to hear it. Not from you. Can't we just hurry up and vote for him already? I don't want to see his face any longer than I have to.
Wait!
Well, if you're all ready to vote, then we might as well. And you got there within the time limit. Good going.
I know we found the killer, but I don't feel very accomplished.
I thought I'd feel way more relieved, but I just feel depressed.
Maybe you'll feel better about the whole thing when you've got confirmation you're right. This concludes our first trial. Feel free to vote for who you, yes you, think the killer is. Hope you get it right.
Well, that's going to be the end of this episode. Because the post-trial is like 40-ish minutes. We will finish the chapter next time and see how this all plays out. Bye-bye. Yeah.